go.
Here we go is right. Beyonce took to Instagram 5 days after her film Renaissance hit theaters, and I think she wrote the longest caption she's ever written in her life. I actually had to move sentences around to kind of group the subtopics together to present this in a more cohesive, straightforward way. Oh, actually, I was going to say, keep it up, Beyonce, but girl, rest. But yeah, she started off her post by saying, I'm so deeply thankful to AMC and every team member who worked so hard on this film. I can't thank you all enough for your support. And AMC is thanking her. After the film opened to $21.8 million this weekend, with a very impressive $8,500 average per theater. On behalf of AMC Theaters Distribution and the entire theatrical industry, we thank Beyonce for bringing this incredible film directly to her fans. To see it resonate with fans and with film critics on a weekend that many in the industry typically neglect is a testament to her immense talent, not just as a performer, but as a producer and a director. The opening on the weekend after American Thanksgiving is usually a problem for new movies, as people tend to like to recoup, stay cozy at home, put the plastic back on the sofa, before, Christmas and Hanukkah season kick off.
I don't know what you're waiting for.
But Beyonce felt like effing up the night, or the weekend. These puns. What's her other one I'm going to say? Oh yeah, and looking a mess again on that day. Did you get that one? Looks a mess on that day. Come on, go with me. I'm very proud that we launched the film on World AIDS Day in memory of my Uncle Johnny. Beyonce announced the December 1st release day exactly 2 months prior at her final Renaissance concert on October 1st.
Oh my God!
When I am performing, I am nothing but free.
And making that deadline certainly got Beyonce heated.
Today ain't the day. Okay.
She wrote yesterday, it was one of the hardest things I've ever done because of the short turnaround time. I practically slept in the edit, color, and mix sessions. The race against time continued in order to get this film out so quickly.
Time is my biggest obstacle.
As you probably know, I figured Renaissance was going to be a movie before it was a movie. I just kept thinking, the amount of footage that an editor has to go through, because they shot every second of that show every night. It's a 3-hour concert, so an editor was getting footage from, I don't know, let's say 12 to 15 cameras every night, 56 shows. That's a lot of footage to go through.
That is what I want to say!
Like usually for a major motion picture, there's one editor, maybe two. There's 19 editors listed on IMDb for Renaissance. That sounds about right.
I have nothing to prove to anyone at this point.
Beyonce wasn't just going to prove that she'd make the actually November 25th deadline, because that's when they had the first screening at the Oscar Academy headquarters. Yep, she was going to make that date. Beyonce writes yesterday, but it was so worth all the grind. In her Instagram video, she included a montage of the celebs who came out for the Academy screening, and Taylor Swift, who stopped over in London town to trade off premiere appearances, but in her caption, Beyonce praised the goons who came out of their house to support the film. I'm overwhelmed by the outpouring of love from my hive. I love seeing everyone all dressed up in their most opulent looks in the theaters. The mood challenge is still happening, even in theater. Y'all are cracking me up. Please keep the energy going. I can't wait to see what else y'all do. I pray I continue to make something that lifts all you up, the way you continue to lift me up. While I'm often critical, I feel my art is never finished. The pendulum swings. I feel gratitude. We did it. We have the #1 movie in the country and 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's because of you and your support. I humbly thank you.
This is my reward.
And Beyonce also acknowledged those who aren't in the hive, but still checked out her house. And wow, I'm so touched and encouraged by the incredible reviews. I also love seeing the positive takeaways from people who are not my fans or didn't yet know my story. The people who had no interest in seeing my shows, who have now gained a better understanding and respect for all it takes to be a Renaissance woman.
I know that all of my struggle and sacrifice is opening the door for the next.
Yeah, it's pretty phenomenal. I haven't given my thoughts on the movie yet because I wanted to integrate it into various segments. I know you're just dying to hear my thoughts. But yeah, look, it's a masterpiece. Her vision is absolutely incredible. The pre-planning and how involved she is, I related to that big time in terms of, not that people are incompetent, but they are allowed to slip up. They don't have to have the mentality of, what a mistake is going to mean and what it could, cost them. Obviously, Beyonce's in a way like higher scale of that than I am, but yeah, definitely relates to that. There's a couple of narrative elements that I wanted to talk about, and I'm going to talk about one in this because it kind of relates.
How do we fix this? Because this is a very big problem.
Early in the film, I was surprised that she included the audio failure that happened at the Glendale, Arizona show on August 25th when she was performing Alien Superstar. She showed the fail, and she didn't have to. Yeah, she had footage from 55 of the shows. So I immediately thought, are we going to see, flaws and all, across this tour? When Break My Soul happened, we saw that pink Lucy bodycon dress. I didn't realize she'd worn it the second time. But yeah, as that moment approached, I thought, yeah, it's going to work perfectly in the narrative that she set up. The idea that, so much that you don't see and how hard people work. And even there's a moment when it's about to happen, You know, there's a shot where Beyonce is looking right at the camera. She kind of like, yeah, just like goes like that. So it's almost like Beyonce knows that we know that she knows, but it didn't show it. I don't mean show the actual breast. I did a whole segment on it and didn't show the actual breast. I just mean showing the wardrobe malfunction. So I was surprised she didn't do that. Then I thought for sure she'd do the tank, not making it up the ramp during partitioning, because that was in the same kind of tone as the audio failure of Alien Superstar. It's just funny. Hello. Then I thought maybe she would include fumbling the heated rap in Edinburgh.
Tripped my girls like Coco Chanel.
That would have been like a self-deprecating poke. And then we all know that Kendrick Lamar's mic didn't work for like the first half of his rap. But they covered that up. I don't know if you had to re-record it or they just had like, the feed on another, I don't know, channel or something. I thought that was strange because we all saw that. I thought afterwards, I rationalized that one afterwards because that could have come off as like, we're laughing at Kendrick or like he's the butt of a joke when it wasn't his fault at all. So I get not including that one. And then by the time we got to some Renaissance and the tone of the movie, I thought there's no way they're going to show the horse not flying at that point. But yeah, why bother including the audio failure of Alien Superstar if you're not going to acknowledge all the more high-profile ones?
So, Rumi, when I teach you a trick, you got to turn it to the side. Yeah, there we go. That's how you do it.
Now, before y'all get the discussion going, I want to put a few disclaimers in here. So, the film deserves all its success, all its accolades. It's an incredible film. After seeing the film myself, I thought there was 3 interesting points to have conversations about, have discussions about. Beyonce acknowledging what it took to get this movie done in time was a great opportunity to discuss what it takes, to get it done, and yeah, those mishaps that happened. So having this discussion out of the success of the film is no way, tainting the film at all. It's just a springboard to, have that conversation about the narrative choices that she made. And going into this movie, I had no expectations that she was going to show, those mishaps or malfunctions in any kind of way. It was only after the audio failure of Alien Superstar was shown, that's when I thought, oh, is she going to show the other ones? Okay, so I think that clarifies everything. What do you think of the film? And what do you think of her not including those other malfunctions that happened?